Hi, Algebra 2. Let me just fix the screen. There we go. We're going to do notes and homework today. You'll need 2 pieces of paper. So today is notes number 39. And we're going to be rewriting expressions using what's called power over root. And your essential question at the top of the page is, how are expressions rewritten from radicals to exponent notation? And at the end of these 2 days, you'll be able to say that you can rewrite expressions from radical to exponential notation and also from exponential to radical notation, and then simplify final answers. So you have assignment number 47 problems for homework at the end of this video. Okay, so let me change the screen. So this is just kind of a funny little picture to help you remember what we're doing. So that's a Power Ranger guy, and he's standing next to a tree, but most importantly, he's standing over the tree's roots. So this image is a Power Ranger guy over tree roots. Power over roots. And so you see this little notation, A to the what? Well, something to the power, the fraction will be power over roots. Power over root. So try and remember the Power Ranger guy, the P is on top, the power, A to the third power, A to the fifth power, over the root, cubed root, fourth root, fifth root. Now, for your notes, you do not have to draw the Power Ranger guy in the tree, but there's 2 different forms. Today we're going to go over this form. So we're going to rewrite rewrite your radical form to exponent form. So for today, I want you to write down just the left side, and we're going to do this side tomorrow. So you don't have to write that right now. Okay, so go ahead and write down this notation that's right here and write the words. Also write what's in the yellow box. And now these 2 notations, the only difference here, and Ms. Artofer prefers this one with the parentheses. The only difference is it can also be where the M is inside, right next to the A, so that's this one. But you need to be familiar with both forms. I prefer the one with the parenthesis. Either way, it tells you where the power is. The M goes on the top and the root goes on the bottom. Okay? So write down the left yellow box, rewrite radical form to exponent form, and then go ahead and draw out the notation. And then you should write this down. You should have that. That's the formal math notes, okay? Power over root. And this part we're going to do tomorrow, so you don't have to write it down. Not yet. We'll do it tomorrow. Hit pause if you need a minute, please. Hit pause on the video. Okay, I want to remind you about square roots, okay? You don't have to write this down. Please listen for a minute. I'm going to give you an example. So it used to be, we would just say to you, what's the square root of 25? And you would tell us 5. But now you need to know any square root has a hidden 2. You have to know that. Period, end. Okay, so you are expected to fill in the hidden square root, the hidden 2 for any square root. Now also, how many 25s are there? What is the power on that 25? 25 to the what? Well, it's to the first power. There's just one 25. What's the power on A? Well, there's just one A, right? So don't forget that there's a hidden power of 1 when you have just a plain letter or a plain number. All right? You got to remember both of those things. So this is the hidden 2 for square roots. And there's a hidden power of 1. If you don't see a power, excuse me, then it's a hidden power of 1. Okay. All right. So it's important that you read the directions, write an equivalent expression, write an expression in exponent form. Write an equivalent expression using exponential notation. So we could also say write in exponent form. Write it just with exponents, okay? Hit pause and copy down those 4 problems. You do not have to copy this. This is just the front power of your notes, so I can refer to it to you. You've already written this down. I just copied it. Hit pause for a minute while you write those down. Okay, so you should have written all those problems down. Now, I'm going to do example 1 first. And remember, it's power over root, right? Power over root. So you're going to write your x, your base, x, big, and then you're going to put the small fraction there. This is the power. This is the cubed root. So on the top goes the power, 2, and on the bottom goes the root. And that's it. That's all you have to do. So let's do example 3 next. So you write the 13 big, and then you put the fraction up there. And then it would be the 13 to the 4th power, so 4 goes on the top. And it's 5th root, power over root. That's the 5th root. So then we're just going to go on example 2. You write the m big. Now here we go. What's the power? It's hidden. What's up here on the m? How many m's are there? Just 1. So this is a hidden 1. And what kind of root is it? If there's no number written, then that's the hidden 2 for square root. So this is m to the 1/2. Okay, now just a bit of comment to you about size. You should not be writing this. That is wrong. You need to have clear definition, a big M and a small fraction. Okay, so please be aware of that, about how you're supposed to be writing it in math, okay? Okay, notice how this has parentheses. Sometimes they can be in the inside, sometimes on the outside. At any rate, keep the parenthesis. It's all of this stuff to the power over root. Here's your power over 7th root. Okay. Power over root. Power Ranger guy over over the tree roots, right? Okay, on the next slide here is your homework for tonight. Make sure you're reading your directions. Write an equivalent expression using exponential notation. Write it with exponents. So be careful. I'm going to give you a hint on number 2. What is the power? That's really 4th root of 10 to the 1st power. It's a hidden 1. And then be careful. On number 3, you have the hidden 1 and the square root hidden. So on number 3, you have to fill in the 1 and the 2. All right? As well as number 6. I filled that in. Now, look at the difference between number 6. So on number 6, everything here is to the 1st power. I filled that in. All of this stuff is together as well. And there's only one of, like one item. So, and the other way we can do this, just to show you, is kind of like this one with the 1 on the outside. Okay, so it's often written 2 different ways. I just wanted to bring your attention to that, okay? Let me fill that in. Okay, make sure you upload both of these to your digital workbook and have a great day.